With all of us, there are 1,000 options, yeah, 1,000 options in terms of just materials. I know. So, I'd love for you to take a seat so I can kind of show you the boxes because they are. Oh yeah. Okay, just pick one of these two. I'll move the chair over to you. Take a seat and I'll show you. And instead of the peekaboo, I'll show you three.
I can stand.
So say if you're wanting Rocco.
Rocco being crocodile. I mean, a genuine crocodile, not
Nile crocodile. Please take them out. Honestly, take them out. This is what I came to do, really. This is something that you just cannot get anywhere else. Nobody else offers this. I know. It's just amazing. Let me have a look. Let me bring you out the Insecti as well as the ostrich. You wanted your name, your initials on the bag as well. That can be done. Pretty much nothing is impossible, really, for us. It's stunning. These are all hand done as well, so they're not only just crocheted, then the beading is put on separately. But some of this, the beading, this Indian style beading, it's just, I mean, it's art, really. It really is. Stunningly, this especially.
Let me do that. Let me do my amateur bit. I can't keep up with the professional.
It's just wonderful. Honestly, it's wonderful.
Alright, start again.
Okay, ready? Yes. This will be another time. Okay. We're doing different options. Through crochet, beading, use beads. This can all be used on the inside of the bag as well, which is the general idea that it's a treasure inside as well as out.
Amazing.
But I mean, it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And then you have the fur boxes. So you can choose from a selection of mink. You can choose from pretty much anything. Fox. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is why it's so special. This is why having this room is just it's such a joy. It's going to be like mine. So this is actually really a carp or nappa. Feel it. So sharp. And each little flight. Everything. I mean the work. The craftsmanship. And we actually saw them do this. And I met a lady that worked, and she was 14 at the fur atelier, which when we go up you'll just see. I mean I actually nearly cried when I left, because there's one thing meeting these people and seeing what they do in terms of, you see the finished product, but then when you actually watch them make it from scratch, it's something else. I mean, she worked there since she was 14. Yeah.
And you can put your initials on it, or your name, and can you do like little designs, or do animals?
Yes, whatever you want, Juliet. Whatever you want. But this is something that I thought of, and when I thought of you two, I just thought, having, you being the Levy sisters. It's just the personalisation of something that is you're part of it as well. Yeah, being able to design your own handbag is something that you can't do anywhere else. Prada does, you don't have the breadth. You don't. I'll show you the Python lady. Fendi, Fendi's still there. Honestly, exciting. You have seen nothing yet. I'm going to let you look through that. Wow. Wow.
You see? Oh, so smooth.
So tell me who you are, because we've just been introduced.
I am Juliet Levy. I'm a barrister in London who enjoys fashion.
And did you know Elizabeth, my friend? She introduced you? Oh, she just introduced you?
No.
So this, I'm streaming this live at the moment, but no one's watching it.
No one's watching it.
I've got no viewers yet.
Hang on,
And if you give me your card, I'll give you the link so you can see this on Ustream.
Amazing, that's me.
Oh, nice to meet you, Selborne. Oh, that's the Chambers. So I'm Sir Huey.
I'm Juliet. I'm not Selborne.
You're Juliet. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
And I'm interested in a lot of the law because I've got a leasehold flat, which is a little bit of a problem for most leaseholders, as you know.
Yeah.
But I'm a New Zealander, so I can cope living in London. I've got a little penthouse place.
So what sort of, so are you photojournalist?
So I'm an ex-science master and a photographer and videographer, but now I'm broadcasting live from events. So all this went live, but it's recorded.
Yeah.
Now, thanks to you lovely girls, not only did you introduce me to her so I could introduce to do this, but I met her boss, who organised the place. So I've given him my card. So now I'll be able to link up with him and show him what I can do at parties. Because all those people who couldn't get in, who missed out on the party, they could all be watching there at home.
Wow.
At the same time, and I could go around showing all the wonderful bags.
Wow. Take them not. Just be careful because it's such quite a heavy lid. So this is the ostrich.
So the Australian ostrich. I'm from Australia. We have a lot of ostrich.
New Zealand.
I know.
You said you're from New Zealand.
Well, I'm a New Zealander as well. My mother's Australian.
Okay.
I was born in New Zealand.
Hang on, let me just drop this.
So when you go to restaurants, you can eat camel, ostrich, kangaroo, alligator.
Yeah. Exotic animals. Amazing.
So this is like men's suits. I buy my suits bespoke.
Yeah.
And you get all the patterns, you go through all the patterns and you choose Prince of Wales. I'm wearing Prince of Wales here. Can you see the colour in it?
Yeah.
And so you have it made up to the way you like it.
But this is amazing.
To be able to choose your material is wonderful for a bag, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's not just the material, it's the inside, the outside, different combinations.
And you can make yours completely unique.
Completely, whatever shape you want, it's amazing.
And what's your field of endeavour?
I'm in law as well.
Good.
So different financial services.
Well
makes
done.
the world go round.
That's right, because law and order is what keeps us all happy.
Absolutely.
So we can all trade freely. I was watching Hard Talk last night, and there was a man, check it on the internet, who's got a lot of good books to read about how the new peer-to-peer and all these new internet things can... we're going to get a better and better society with these young people who are communicating with each other now, for heating even, and probably even law becomes even more available for us all. And so I have problems with my heating and electricity like everyone, so I look for fuel cells using hydrogen, which is the future. So we'll have a beautiful world with endless energy, because hydrogen's endless in the water. And there it was. The Germans have built a little combi boiler. Do you have one at home?
I have a combination boiler.
Some sort of boiler. Well, this uses the gas not only to heat your water in your house, but turns the gas, the hydrogen, the gas, into electricity. So you power your house with cheap electricity as well. and you get money back from the government providing them with electricity. So the future is going to be fantastic for us all, individually creating our own electricity, instead of having to rely on these big multinationals that use coal and nuclear. We've got to do it ourselves. So it's a very exciting. So I was a science master. Well, you know, I was the first ecologist science master in New Zealand in the 70s, and now it's happening. Taking a long time, but the world's waking up slowly to a fantastic, sustainable future because of the internet. Yeah.
Touches us all.
Sorry for my spiel. I was just doing that for my listeners. You know, I have a few listeners listening, so I want to. It's my little blog.
Yeah. No, go for it.
So you have your little blog about your views at the moment on law.
On law.
Or whatever you're interested in.
Okay, law is financial services is very interesting.
Yes.
It's going through a lot of change following the crash. It's about 6 years ago now. Very interesting to see how different countries are adapting to the new challenges and the new regulatory space. It's very interesting to see who the winners and the losers are. So it's very interesting times in financial services as well.
Very good. Peer-to-peer lending, do you do any of that?
Personally, I don't know.
But you've heard of it?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So that might be helpful.
Yeah. Different ways in which technology makes the ability to pay for things.
That's it.
Different types of technology, for example, phones and basic things nowadays. Question mark for how long will credit cards and debit cards be needed in a society where you can effectively
use your phone to pay for things.
That's very interesting.
And bitcoins and all these electronic things.
Bitcoins is interesting. It's more of the shady black side of the financial market. It's not really part of the financial system yet. And obviously, last couple of months, Bitcoin itself has gone through quite a downfall.
But there's at least 30 major electronic currencies, so there are many others that might help.
Yeah. I think it's the beginning of.
But it's the blockchain that makes it all unhackable, so that you can do other things on the blockchain as well as the money. So land now can be linked to it. And we can tax land value, which is the real way to tax society, because they aren't doing anything with their land, and we're all losing by it. But if they were taxed on the rentable value of their land, they would give us their land to rent and use it, and they would get the income, and then they'd pay this little tax. And that would be a huge benefit, especially in Scotland, where they've got so much land, but only a few people own it, so it's not productive.
Actually, talking about Scotland, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know if you know there's a referendum that's going to happen in Scotland in September in terms of whether or not they want to be an independent country from the rest of the United Kingdom. I think the jury's still out in terms of where the outcome of that one will be, but it'll be interesting to see what happens there. I kind of understand where they're coming from, but I think from a financial services perspective, it's not a good way for the Scottish to go. But we shall see.
So they'll link with Norway and other northern countries and have a trade up there.
Well, they already do have a trade, but they have it.
But mostly with us, 70% with us.
So that will be interesting.
Yeah, they should be Nordic, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
And different from us, and then and they will go ahead and prosper, and then we'll have to try and catch up.
Oh, I don't think that we'll be catching up with them, personally.
You don't think they'll go race ahead financially?
What, Scotland?
Yeah, if they become independent. You know?
Because I think at the moment they have tremendous bargaining power as being part of the UK and England and part of the Eurozone as a whole. And I think for them to be independent and go it alone, slightly different stories. So for example, you don't know to a certain extent, okay, you've got, in terms of a country, what they export, they're a very famous product. But in terms of how finances work, it's an